And welcome back. We start our Sunday of sports over at Wade Stadium. The Duluth Huskies playing the Express Friday at home, then heading down to Eau Claire yesterday in a victory. Now the two teams are right back in Duluth for Game 3. It was also Bark at the Park today. A bunch of good doggos out there to watch America's pastime. And after a 90-minute rain delay, the Huskies offense got to work. First, it's Esco native, future Ohio State Buckeye Noah Furch with a base hit to get us going. Then it was catcher Kingsley Guthrie ripping another base hit right into center field. Two guys on with just one out. So that means it's not always pretty, but the sacrifice does the trick. Nate Nowitzki hitting right into the fielder's choice, but hey, they don't ask how, they ask how many. Huskies grabbing the lead and the first run of the day. Duluth Marshall star and Mr. Baseball Minnesota Owen Marcelik pitching 4 innings with 4 strikeouts. The Huskies take the series finale win 7-1 over Eau Claire. And next,